Convoy originally was a distributor of primarily cameras for the trucking industry, and these cameras came from China. But we recognized very early on, especially from feedback from our customers, that they wanted more custom applications. So we advanced from a camera distributor to a camera designer and used contract manufacturing in China to build products that were more custom fit for our customers. So to take it to the next level, we decided collectively from the leadership of the company that in order to control our destiny, we needed to open our own manufacturing facility. So after some investigation, some due diligence, it was decided to build a new factory in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. At the time, and hopefully still at the time, there's a free trade agreement between the United States, Canada, and Mexico, which will allow us to assemble products in Canada and deliver them in the United States with no tariff penalty. Why is this important? Because of what's happened in current events recently, especially between the United States and China, where products received as high as 145% tariff coming from China into the United States. And let's face it, the majority of cameras supplied in the United States into our industry come from China. So any distributor that doesn't have access to manufacturing in North America was really shaking their boots these past few weeks, because you just can't sustain a business where you have to tack on 145% margin. So from a stability standpoint, having manufacturing in Canada was a great mitigation strategy. Ultimately, there may end up being a tariff between the U.S. and Canada, but we certainly don't expect to see what we saw in the last few weeks with this 145% that was added on to Chinese goods. Snapshot at today, it looks as though we're settling that between the U.S. and China. It looks like it's coming in around 30%. It's still a tariff penalty, but it's something much more manageable. However, once we build in Canada, our expectation is that tariff will go away ultimately. I can't say for certain that'll be the case. We're hoping that'll be the case because of the, as I mentioned before, the USMCA free trade agreement that's in place today, has been replaced NAFTA a few years back, continues to be in place. So there may be some modification to that, but it appears that our strategy is a very good strategy for supporting our customers and keeping the costs down, and logistics improved dramatically too, because the majority of our customers are in the United States. So transportation is quite easy. Our factory in Canada, as I mentioned before, is in Windsor, Ontario, just across the border from Detroit, Michigan, which of course is the home of the automotive industry in the U.S. So we have access to resources both in the engineering fields, but also in manufacturing expertise and subcomponent assemblies. For instance, PC boards or extruded aluminum casings. I mean, there's a whole list of subcomponents that we can acquire within the U.S. and throughout North America to aid us in our what was referred to as substantial transformation of components coming from overseas and then converting them into North America developed product, in our case, Canadian developed product.